Here. We are doing a little prep work today. It's Thursday. You guys are coming tomorrow, and we're going to be making some carne asada burritos. So tonight I'm going to be making the marinade to throw the flank steak in. That way it's nice and flavorful for tomorrow when we throw it on the grill. So let's get started. Okay, so we're just going to start off with a bunch of cilantro. Gonna chop that up. We're just going to throw it here in the blender. Make sure you pre-wash that. So just take your bunch of cilantro. We're going to do about 3 garlic cloves for this. You just take them. The trick is just to crush them with the side of your knife on the cutting board, and then the skin comes right off. You got a nice, good garlic clove. Nice thing about doing your marinade the night before, makes prep really easy tomorrow. All you gotta do is get your grill going and throw your food on. So after you got that in there, you're gonna take your lime. You need the zest for 1 lime and the juice out of it. And the zest is going to bring out a lot of that citrusy flavor. More so than if you just use the juice. The zester is terrible. But I think you guys are probably used to us and terrible equipment by this point in time. I'm going to juice that in there. Okay. Then you're going to need like about a teaspoon of salt. I like kosher salt personally, just because it's got bigger granules, so it gives you better coating, and it actually is less salt because granules are bigger. And we'll give it a little fresh cracked black pepper. About a teaspoon of that as well. And we're going to need about a tablespoon of ground cumin. And lastly, about 1/3 of a cup of some nice olive oil. And we just gotta throw the lid on and give it a quick mix. And you might need a little bit more olive oil depending on what kind of consistency you're looking for. I'm just going to get a little rubber spatula. Push that all down a little bit deeper in there. Make sure it's all mixed up nicely. Food processor, you can use that too. Just like that. Now all we gotta do is pour it on our meat and let it sit overnight. So So now all we're going to do is take some of our marinade, throw it in our jar, put our flank steak on top, put some more of that in there. I'm just going to brush it on. This is a fresh flank steak from our local butcher here. Shout out to Rosencrantz Meat Market in Auburn. And we got a little bit left in there, so we're going to take this other flank steak. Throw that right in there as well. So we got a few people we're going to be feeding after this video. I'll throw the rest of that marinade right on top. Typically, I'd probably use maybe that amount of marinade for one, but we're gonna try it on two and see how it goes. I'd also normally put it in a Ziploc bag instead of a little pan like this, but I forgot to grab some. Instead, we're just gonna take a little plastic wrap. We're gonna put it tight to the meat. That way the marinade almost sits on it a little bit better. If I could learn how to use plastic wrap, it would be nice. So as you can tell, kind of pushing it inside the dish. Let's do exactly what I said, which is keep the marinade right on top of what we're making. And then we'll throw another sheet over the top. And then throw it in the fridge and let it marinate overnight. Hey everyone, welcome back to the SpiceBoys channel. This is video number 3. We hope you guys enjoyed the last video.
Today we're making carne asada burrito style with a fresh side of guac. Let's get to work. Okay. Alright. First we're making the guac.
So first thing we're going to do is we're going to make the black bean puree because it needs to simmer for a little bit just so the beans and everything gets soft, I guess, right? Is that what you would say?
Yeah, soften them up so you
soften
can
them up so we can line them up and make some delicious goodness. But anyways, you want to take your whole can of beans, dump it all in, juice and everything. It's a big pot.
Yeah, I didn't have much
Rocco's having
more.
a little technical difficulties with the beans.
Just gotta shake them.
Shout out
They
to
should come
our
out.
boy Zach for giving us the new knives.
We told you we were going to upgrade equipment. We didn't want to lie.
And yeah, mine's slightly better than Don's.
Nice Dale string
He's
knives.
also mad that he didn't get a limited edition one, number 84 out of
You got
1,000.
gloves? What are your gloves?
Yeah, I got those.
Okay, because I don't want to grab chipotle peppers bare-handed.
Probably a good idea.
Because I'll forget and touch my eyes.
Ah, my eyes.
Shout out to Dale Strung. Please sponsor us. That'd be lovely. Love your knives.
I love them even more. Gosh darn, dude.
Bought a lot of their knives actually.
There we go. It works.
Okay.
My cheek doing that.
What is Ivory standing by right now?
Is that funny? Dude, get away.
I mean, realistically.
Dude, alright. God damn. GD, man. GD. I feel like I wasted a glove.
Did you waste the glove?
Here's what it is.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Should we
Alright, well,
simmer some of the onion in there? We probably don't even
Good.
need to. Might as well.
Oh yeah. That looked like butter. Like
Butter.
that.
Felt like butter. And as you can see, I'm cutting the onion the right way this time. Beautiful. Oh man. Tell you what, this is a beautiful thing.
You didn't even want to use that for this video.
Now he's like, oh, I
He's like, oh my god.
can't stop now.
I'm gonna name her Natalie.
Natalie. Alright, mine's Beatrice.
Natalie and Beatrice.
Natalie Beatrice.
Well, I guess mine's gonna be Big Bertha.
Big Bertha.
I feel like
Yeah,
that's
Mr. Valhalla.
I want to explain why I named it Natalie.
okay. Here we go.
Oh no, I'm changing it. Sorry. Shout out Natalie Portman. She was the original inspiration. But I'm gonna name this knife Giada
Giada.
after Bay. Yeah, Donnie knows. You know Bay.
Yeah, I know, babe.
Let the beans. Put the beans in. Like beans, juice and all. Put the chipotle peppers in. A little bit of sauce, not too much because you don't want it too hot. And we put some diced onions in. And we're gonna let it simmer for a bit.
Okay. What are we doing over here, Donnie?
Just idly standing by, waiting for Aka's okay to do the guac. Apparently he thinks it's too early, so.
Okay, go be a bitch.
I think it'll be alright. Like I said, you can always throw it in the
Can I get a spoon
Yeah.
for stirring?
Okay.
right there. There's like a million.
Guess I'll start off by cutting up the avocado. Yeah. Do a little choppy chop. Is that got a spoon? I can kind of spoon that with.
Yeah. Rocco, grab him a spoon out of that drawer right underneath you.
Like butter. Like butter.
Shout out to Zach. Little awesome Christmas presents.
Now I get him one, get a nice bottle of bourbon.
You like me some bourbon?
I'll come up with something. I'm not gonna do the same as down here.
Came out with I'm gonna mash up the avocado.
Try this out. Yeah, simmer.
You can use that muddler too.
Oh, that's very true. I don't know why I didn't use it.
Yo, what are you doing? That's why we got it out. So you're trying to break the glass. Clank, clank, clank.
I'll clank, clank, clank your head. How about that?
Need garlic too for that?
Yes.
Sir.
Yeah, might as well.
1 clove, 2
This
cloves.
is literally fire. Like, rid of this thing. Go.
Oh, like that. Like it.
This will be blurred, so just heads up. There's a little
I don't know how to do that though.
Actually, maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. Should I take the apron off? Start over? We gotta start over.
Nah.
I thought you said there was an option on the.
I don't know.
I almost cut the onion the wrong way.
I was gonna call you out on that, but I was like, nah, I'll let him do it.
No, I
He
almost
called
did it.
himself though.
You can throw the rest of the onion in something else if you want to.
I mean, we can throw it in the salsa. You can throw it in the grill, throw it in the salsa.
Yeah.
Sure.
Turned it up. You got to do it and melt it.
No, because it.
Oh, it's got two sides to it.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
So like a
So
handful
I
of
thought I was
salsa.
turning it all the way down.
Want to chop it up real fine. You want big chunks of cilantro in this.
What do we got to do next? A little lime in there.
A little bit of lime. I'm gonna call it the.
you never-
A lime, a little garlic. A
little
little jalapeno.
Jalapeno.
Jalapenos.
Jalapenos.
Guys,
Just
I
to make
want
it
you
worse.
to.
Yeah, that's what
I
it
don't
is.
know how I was gonna put that. I was gonna make a pun.
You make a pun about what, Rocco?
I was gonna say, I hope you jalapeno, I love ya.
Yuck, yuck, yuck.
Yeah.
That was stupid.
A little bit of zesty action. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
And what is the purpose of zesting the lime?
Adds a little more flavor content to it.
I know.
Believe it.
Makes it more citrusy.
Yeah, I believe it's more of a concentrated
Yeah.
citrus to it
Yeah.
than just adding the juice.
So they do this and also pico de gallo too. Remember that, Rocco? Making that every single time.
I eventually conned Zach into doing it.
Yeah.
Got me.
Not you, that was Zach.
Different Zach.
Zachary Wise.
Oh.
I conned Zachary Wise into
Where'd it go?
Lime just take off?
There it is.
Where'd it go?
Yeah, come on, Tommy. Put your shit together.
Excuse me.
Can't wait to go beat.
Very dirty little
Okay, now we're gonna do a little bit of rice over here. So we're cheating a little bit today. We got a rice cooker. So anyone who's got a rice cooker, you know, you just gotta put in whatever amount of rice you want. In this case, this one came with a little scoop.
You'd never be Kobe ever in your life. Don't disrespect that man by taking a chef shot.
And you just take it up, and there's a little line inside the cup. Since we did 2 cups of rice, we're gonna do up to the 2 line on here with water. Okay, now we're gonna fire roast our veg right here on the charcoal grill. Purpose of this is just to get a little bit of a blister all the way around the veg. It's just gonna add some of that fire roasted flavor to it, you know?
This is for our salsa.
Yes. If you've been filming for a few hours like we have and start your grill and forget about it, the other option to get your char, come on,
It's not gonna work now.
blowtorch.
Oh my god.
I could have done this before.
Yeah.
What I said. Should we be yelling? Can they hear us over the wind?
I don't know, Rocco. You tell us.
What? Can't hear you over the flames of death.
cooked already. Yeah, it's cooked. The tomatoes gone.
You guys wanna cover that up with some plastic wrap?
Yeah, Rondo.
So we're gonna cover it with some plastic wrap, and the idea is that it steams the skin off of the veg. That way you're not getting all burnt flavor in there, but you're still getting that nice char flavor.
Squeeze. I'm so glad I didn't drop it. Erotic fantasy.
We're sick of it.
Hold on. Cilantro, please.
Cilantro, salt, pepper.
Is this enough?
Yeah, I think so. What else do we need cilantro for? Black bean puree. Puree.
No idea.
Can't talk.
Fucker likes bananas.
Yeah, line up this little corner.
I don't know what I hit with something in my eye. Alright, and then ya blend.
Never break eye contact with it. You want to stare at it the whole entire time. One, it intimidates it. Two, I don't got a second. Okay, now we're going to grill up our flank steak over here. So the way I like
Where were the
to
first two videos shot?
do any kind of steak, especially on a grill like this where it's really hot, I like to spin the grate and flip the steak like every 30 seconds or so. That way you get a nice crust on the steak and you don't really burn anything. The thing with flank steak and skirt steak is they're thin, so they cook really fast, so that's even more reason to turn them every 30 seconds or so. Because if you do that, you're going to get more of a crust and not just a well done piece of meat. So we're looking for an internal temp right around like 130. Then we're gonna go inside and we're gonna cover it, and then it'll rise up to about 135 when we're ready to slice into it. So. Okay, our meat's all done. We're gonna take it inside and let it rest for about 10-15 minutes.
Explain to the people what you're
Daddy,
doing.
what are we doing here?
We're making some black bean puree. Sorry.
So we're putting a...
You gave me a very aggressive order, and I wanted to just get it over with so you can stop yelling at me.
As well.
A little bit of cilantro and salt and pepper.
A little bit of cilantro. I think you already did lime, right?
No, I didn't do lime yet.
What did you do besides put the beans and the
I
onion and
cooked
the
what
thing?
needed to be cooked.
Oh, look at that. 2 for 2 on that. I like this.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. just
Just quiet. You got that look you used to get at the end of your shift at Label. Toss it over here. Oh, it's over. Oh, Oh, I forgot to play Dynamite.
Play the ringtone.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, I just realized I was supposed to take a phone call in the middle.
I'm not about something anyway.
All right. So, we're gonna get ready to cut our steak over here. Rule of thumb, when you're cutting steak, especially stuff like this, you want to cut it against the grain because it's not gonna be chewy if you do it that way. If you cut it with the grain, you're gonna be like trying to pull these long strands of muscle fibers. It just doesn't work. So, since we don't want these crazy long strips, we're gonna cut it in half with the grain. And then we're going to flip it the other way to the side and cut it against the grain. Actually. I guess we're dicing this, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Never mind. Ignore everything I just said. We're dicing this.
Oh, that's still important.
It is important to know. Because
I mean, even when you're dicing it, should still.
that'll make a really good cut of meat really bad if you don't do it the right way. Okay, you're building.
All right. That's how I like to do things. Get that out of there. Get a scoop of whipped cream, right? Or whipped cream. Sound like Zach with the chicken and turkey. Get a dollop of Daisy, or Wegmans brand sour cream. You're spreading a spoon and you spread it all over. Yeah. To the edges. You want to get maximum spread.
We're taking bets on whether or not Rocco's going to be able to close this burrito.
Oh, dude, I'm a G at closing shit. Promise you that. Best wraps this side of wherever we are. Best wraps this side of New York. Upstate. Scoop of bean. And do the same thing. Maximum spread. So this is going to be your base for the burrito. This is going to hold everything together. Might have been a lot, a little too much. This one will be Donnie's. Nice. Just going to take your guac.
I like how we give him a spreading spoon. He's spreading the guac with the guac spoon.
Oh yeah, because I'm not spreading the guac. Doing the guac down the center. So, I still will use this though. You don't want too much guac in your burrito; it'll overpower it. You know what I mean? That's just too much for me, anyways. I don't like guacamole like that. All right,
Rice. Meat.
yeah, we'll do rice.
Rice.
Is it sushi rice? It's so sticky.
Great question. I don't really have an answer for you.
You're gonna do the same thing with the rice. Just go down right down the middle.
Probably just want to sit for a little bit.
I might not be able to close this.
I'm fairly certain you're not going to.
Challenge accepted. Next, you're gonna do your cheese. Don't leave your cheese out like we did.
For how many hours are we doing?
Don't tell people. Don't tell them how many hours. Get your cheese in there. That's everything, right?
Except for the salsa, which you're gonna do on top, and the chipotle ranch spread.
Now I'm gonna do salsa now.
Alright, do the salsa now. Carne going in next.
Get your meat. How much do you want?
I tell you, I will truly be impressed if you can close that. I would be impressed if I can close it too.
Watch and learn. We think more meat?
No.
Think that's good? Okay. Alright. The real key, I should have done it closer to the edge.
Okay, chipotle ranch too if you want to use that.
I thought we were doing it on top.
On top of the burrito?
Oh, that's all.
Why would you put ranch on top of the burrito?
Some people do that.
Really?
Yeah, some people like sour cream on top. I've seen it. Shut up. I've seen people do it. Get a nice, terrible. I wish this was like a thinner, like a normal squeeze bottle instead of just spread.
Yeah. You got your burrito block by the. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Hold the sleeves for this one.
Will you be able to do it, people?
Alright, first you want to get right there with it. Actually, you want to push all that back. Right there. Don't be afraid. I mean, we might lose some. Don't be afraid to get your hands in there to close it off. Look at that.
Looks pretty good to me.
Look at that. And it's nice too because you can just take all this off, right? Throw it on your flat top or whatever.
And that's Rocco's burrito
Sear it.
now.
Well, it was to begin with. Sear it and then kind of keeps everything enclosed.
Him. That's the burrito with everything made fresh. You've seen it here first. We got our burritos here.
Oh, we're recording.
Yeah, I think so. I might be. I don't know. I'm gonna try these bad boys out and tell you guys our thoughts.